Hey guys, and welcome to the very first Sims 4 house building video on this channel. This is Bronte, and as you'll know if you watched our introductory video, which I'll link somewhere, I'll be doing most, if not all, of our Sims videos. We'll probably be doing a couple of collabs, but it'll mostly be me. So today we are building it's like a bachelor pad, and it's built for a sim that I made for myself, to challenge myself in the game, because I'm very bad at throwing parties in The Sims 4, horrifically bad. And so I avoid making or playing as Sims that have like the social aspirations, because I'm just hopeless at it, and I prefer to focus on their careers and that kind of thing. But I made this Sim, and I made him with the party aspiration, whatever it is. Party animal, I can't remember what it's called, and I made him with that aspiration, and so I built him this nice house to live in, and so that's what we're building. So the idea is that we've got this ground floor here, and that room is like an entry kind of room, and it goes out to the back where there's a pool and some nice, I don't know, outdoor things, and then upstairs is where the guy lives, like his actual house, and then downstairs is this basement area, which is like for the parties. And so I put windows into the pool, so that when you're downstairs having a party, you can see in the pool. And now we're putting on the top floor and the doors. And I wanted to give it quite a modern look. I don't often build modern houses. I prefer to build like suburban-y type houses, but building modern ones is fun because there's a lot of good stuff in the game, a lot of good content for building those kinds of houses, and I like playing with that. So now I'm fiddling with the stairs, and I knew that I wanted a double staircase into the basement, and then 2 sets of single staircases going upstairs. So I had to fit 3 staircases into that little room, which was a little bit tricky. Now I'm doing these poles to like obviously support that massive overhanging section of the house. But I was being annoyed because they, like, when you put them right under the corner, they stick out at the edges. So I was fiddling around with how to fix that. I'm not sure that I did actually fix it. I think I moved them in slightly so it wasn't quite as obvious. Yep. Okay, now I'm going to put on the roof. And I built the roof particularly to kind of match the rest of the houses in this neighborhood. And they all have these sort of angular roofs that meet at random kind of spots, and I knew that I wanted the bottom and the top to be different colors, the exterior, so I was playing with using that plaster on the top and red on the bottom, but that will change very quickly, and so I also with this again wanted to match it to the houses surrounding, because it would have looked a bit weird if I'd have made it completely different. Now I'm doing the roof and fiddling with swapping them around, maybe. Oh, doing the red roof. Yeah, that just looked dumb. And because I couldn't, because of the type of roof it was. Oh no, because it was going up to the roof, I wanted to put another one of those little, like, white things, those border things that go in between the levels. But I couldn't do it between the second floor and the roof. So I didn't do that. Then I'm putting in the windows. And in a minute, I'll realize that now that I've covered the entire thing in windows, you can't actually see that the bottom floor is red. So that's completely useless. Alright, so now I'm trying to do it there, but that looked dumb. Also, because you can't paint so now I'm deleting the windows. Because you can't paint like one end of the roof one color and one end the other color. That was another reason why that wasn't going to work. Okay, now I'm putting on that corrugated iron roof. Oh, changed my mind. It will go back to that. And the reason I changed was because I don't like how it is shiny in the sun. Like, it looks really great at night, and then when it's sunny, it looks grey, and I don't want that. But I just had to suck it up, I think. I'm putting the windows on. Yep, so now I'm going to do... Oh, no, I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, the interior. That was kind of a plot twist. more fiddling with the stairs. Because the way that the stairs are, it was tripping out. And also because I had a staircase going up to the exterior of the house from the basement, and also because I had the windows coming in from the swimming pool into the basement, it was stuffing up all the lighting, and it was totes freaking out, like, so you can see, like, that staircase is a really weird colour, and when I put the staircases to upstairs in there, it makes them look weird, because they look like they're a different colour when they're actually exactly the same. Yeah, I'm putting those railings on. And then I realised that's halfway through the house. So this was actually kind of an awkward, particularly because of the two staircases, it was an awkward floor plan for the upstairs, because I had to sort of fit in, like, kitchen, living room, bedroom, and bathroom into, it was like, it's kind of long and wide, but the staircase is, like, blocked half of one room. It was awkward. And it was also kind of, like, slightly not the right amount of space, like slightly too much or slightly not enough or something. I don't know. Yep, so now I'm trying to figure out the configuration of the stairs. I actually can't remember what it ends up being, but it was, like, hard to work out how they were going to go. Okay, so now I'm going to do the floor plan of the upstairs. So that room at the front of the house is going to be the kitchen. Then we've got living room, bathroom, and bedroom, and the bedroom will have an ensuite. I just haven't thought to put that in yet. And then I was going to do glass, like windows and door, into the bedroom, but it, again, made the lighting all weird, particularly when I put lights in. Oh, now I've changed the outside. So I took that door out and I changed it. Okay, now we're up to beds. Beds I find really difficult in this game. They're really hard to match. Well, I think they're really hard to match with the other bedroom furniture, and it's really hard to find, like, things that I like. I dislike doing bedrooms in this game. Because I like things to match. I don't do mismatching. I like things to match, and so when they don't, that stresses me out. Like, this bed, I don't actually like the bed at all. I think it's kind of weird looking and ugly. But I do like the blankets that are on it. I'm playing with the lights. They're another annoyance of mine. Because basically, like, there's that super bright one that they put in with the Get to Work pack, and these ones, and then those IKEA ball ones, and those are the only ones that actually shed any light. And the rest of them are all, like, enormous and hang halfway down into the room and barely light the room up. So I was playing with wall lights, and I liked that one that went on the wall that looks kind of like it's a piece of artwork, because it's like a wall decoration and a light, because I'm really bad at wall decorating. I'm just bad at it, and I often forget to do it. So I've uploaded houses before that have nothing on the walls because I've forgotten to do it. Speaking of which, this house is available to download. So I'll have a link to my, I'll have a link to that in the description. I'll have a link to my Origin account, where you can go on there and look at some other houses that are up there. Some of them will be in upcoming videos, and some of them won't be. There are quite a few room builds, which there aren't videos for because I was trying out different kinds of video recording software. So, and the videos didn't work for those ones, so there's not going to be a video for most of the room builds, I don't think. But I will be doing a room build series once I've got all of these houses up that I've had waiting for this channel to be started. I started recording house building videos about, I don't know, it was a few months ago, and yeah, we've taken a while to sort ourselves out and get this channel up and running. But now that we are, I can get those videos up and out and then make some more. And I am working on a series at the moment, or we're having a shuffle, which I think everything goes back to how it was. I'm just started today shooting a new series, which is in Newcrest, which is the new neighborhood in The Sims 4, which is a free neighborhood that we got, which is completely empty. So I'm going through lot by lot, neighborhood by neighborhood, and building houses to go into that world. And so I shot 2 of those today, and so that'll be my next series. But those videos will go up in a couple of weeks, after I've gotten rid of all the ones that I'm already dealing with. So yeah, now we're dealing with the artwork situation. Yeah. So, and a lot of the cool artwork is in the career rewards. So I often use the cheat that unlocks those career rewards. It's probably my most used cheat. I hardly ever use move objects because often, if I've got it on while I'm building, I forget that I've got it on. And so what happens is I constantly put things where they can't be used. And then when I go in to play the house, it's like unusable because I've got all this stuff in the way of things. So I have it turned off, and pretty much I use it for landscaping, like so putting flowers and stuff close to each other and rocks and that. And if I want to do a really busy house with a lot of clutter, I use it for that. But generally, I hardly ever use it because I'm bad at it and put things where they can't go. So we're doing the ensuite now. I was gonna say there's no budget limit on this house, and more than there's no budget limit. I wanted to use all of the most expensive stuff, because I felt like that. I don't often do that. I often put myself on a budget, so it was fun to not do that. Putting in the bathroom accents. The way that I build does vary a lot. Sometimes I do landscaping first. Sometimes I do kitchens first. Sometimes I do the bedroom first. Sometimes I do the bathrooms first. Sometimes I do like all the base furniture and then put in all the accents afterwards. There are some birds going nuts outside. So it does really vary, and you'll see that as more of my videos come out. I do really like these there are a heap of new posters and pictures that came out in the Get to Work expansion pack. Is that what it's called? I think so. Which are cool. So this house uses content from Get to Work and maybe Outdoor Retreat. I'm not sure. Can't quite remember. I think so. I think those floorboards are from Outdoor Retreat. Anyway, so doing the main, like the master bathroom now. And I put in that corner bath, which I don't use a lot. Mostly because it's enormous, and in most normal houses, like, you don't have space to put in a bath that big. Putting in these counters and a double sink, and then the mirrors. Yep. And bath mats. And then I was looking for one to go under the toilet. I can't remember if it was Sims 2 or Sims 3, but there was like specific toilet rugs that went like in front of the toilet for, I don't know, when it was winter and you didn't want to get cold feet. But they're not in this game. And that's okay. Yep, so I put what are we doing now? Living room now. One problem with this house, in terms of it being it's kind of a party venue. That's how I sort of see it. A problem with that is that you can't lock doors in this game. So, while the house is designed for guests to stay in the basement and on the ground level, you can't actually stop them from going up to the second floor. So when I have parties, there's constantly people up, like, using his toilet and his bed and, like, his TV, which is a little bit annoying, but there's nothing I can do about that. Putting in I really like these little chairs with the spindly bit at the bottom, which I think came with Get to Work. Now we're doing rugs. Rugs are, a gigantic bus is going past. rugs are a bit tricky in this game as well. Sometimes I don't have any trouble with them at all, and I can find perfectly fine ones that go really well, like in the bedroom. And sometimes, like in here, I think I cut it out, but I spent about half an hour looking for a rug to go under that, like, lounge area. Oh, maybe I didn't cut it out. I can't even remember if I think I left that one in. Yeah. So I decided to put a little red accent in there. So the two chairs are red, and then I put some red decorations up on the fireplace, maybe. Oh, and on the coffee table. Okay. And I also just put in that study next to the living room, because I sort of realized that there was actually nowhere for the owner of this house to, like, chill and, like, do their, I don't know, if they're an artist or whatever, there was nowhere for them to do that. So I put in that study. I'm putting in the lights above all the doors, which is something I like to do. Yep, okay, now we're going into the study. And I was playing with a couple of the new desks, and I went with this one, which I use a lot, but I don't know that I've ever built a study in these with that colour of it before, which is cool. It's like a rusty kind of colour. Yeah, so I put 2 bookcases in, and I'm putting in that fancy, super expensive computer. Then I was putting in those cool rugs that are like, they look like a grate, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll put it right across the room. That was a mistake, so I got rid of it. Put a camera in there and a guitar, and a light. Not sure what's happening now. Oh, now I'm doing the walls. I love a brick feature wall, and there's probably at least one brick feature wall in every single house that I've ever built in this game. Maybe not. Maybe that's an exaggeration. I feel like I always put in a brick feature wall. And there are a lot in this house. I put in those are all career rewards, those pictures that I've put in. That's not, I don't think, but yep, and put in a corkboard. And I was kind of trying to, because they're medium height walls, it was hard to, like, fill them up. Okay, now I'm doing the stuff on the fireplace and the plants. I really like the indoor plants in this game. Well, most of them anyway. There are quite a few which, like, work really well in different styles of homes. Now we're going into the kitchen, and I wanted it to be like kitchen on one side and then like a bar area on the other side. For, you know, when he had smaller parties with not so many people and just wanted to chill up in his, it's kind of like an apartment kind of an area, this top part. Like a really gigantic apartment. Yeah, so I'm putting in the cabinets. I love cabinets in this game. I love it. And then I was trying to put in that really super tall one that looks like a pantry, but I couldn't find anywhere where it didn't look stupid. So I got rid of it, and put in more cabinets. I love the open cabinets. I'm in love. So I put them through the kitchen. I find the range hoods really hard. I find it hard to get one that doesn't look dumb, and it's hard to get one that sits nicely between the cabinets, so I think I end up not putting one in. Yep. I'm putting in the small appliances, and I gave him all of the most expensive ones, like that fridge that costs about $14,000. And that bin, which I hardly ever use, and I don't know why, but I hardly use it. Yeah, now I'm just putting in some little decorations or clutter or whatever you want to call it. When wine, I figured he'd have wine in his kitchen, but I think I end up moving that actually when I put the bar in. Yep, so now I'm coming across. I wanted to put in like, yeah, that moves. I wanted to put in like an island, an area with island counters and bar stools, like separately from the bar. I actually can't remember if I end up doing that or not. Yep, so I put those chairs in and found that they actually, like, there was a one which matched the cabinets perfectly, so that was nice. I put a couple of those neon lights up, and I found that gigantic one, which when I was thinking about this house, I came up with the idea for this house in, like, the shower, and I thought, I really want to put that gigantic lettering, like, at the front of the house. So I put that there, and you'll see that more in the pictures at the end. Oh, you can see it there. And I think that's cool. So now I think I was trying to put in a dining table, but there was basically nowhere for it to go. That was not up against the wall, so I figured I'd just do like an island, like a seated area over there with the bar stools as well. And I put in a big old speaker. I thought it would be super annoying to have, because I've got like 500 sets of speakers in this house. And I thought it would be heaps annoying, but it's actually not too bad with them all playing different things all the time. Now I'm putting in lights like inside the cabinets, because there was no way to really put lights in this room. Like I had those 3 industrial-ish ones that hang down, but they don't actually give much light. So I needed to put other ones, so I put them in the cabinets, so like you can see when you're in the kitchen. Now I'm doing this area, and I kind of wanted to use those hanging down lights, which I think also came with Get to Work, but basically they were crap lights, so I got rid of them. So I put in those coloured ones because they look cool, and then I put in, I can't remember what lights I ended up with. Oh, just those. Which came with Get to Work, and they're good because they are bright. I actually don't think I used them the whole time. So I put in those 2 massive bars, which looks good, but like when you have a party, you can only hire 1 bartender. So unless you have like 8 Sims in the house, and have them each tending a bar, there's gonna be empty bars, basically. Now I'm putting paving outside. So I put in another big bar because I figured he would need a lot of bars. And I found these cool light up ones, which I think I end up using downstairs. And then I wanted to give it a kind of like a really summery theme out here because the downstairs is kind of really nightclubby. So I put in 2 barbecues for, I mean, when you have a caterer, they don't actually use the barbecue. But if you were catering yourself, you could use it. And then I put these tables and chairs in. And, yep, made them match the bar and the bar stools. Yep, and then I put these lights, which I've done before, using Move Objects. I put them so that they sit right in the umbrella pole, so the light's up the top, so that at night when people are out there, like the tables are lit up. Putting some chairs in, and I meant to, but I forgot to put in rugs beside the pool to look like pool towels, which a lot of people do, and I normally do, but forgot to this time. Putting in lights in the pool. Yep, making sure they're all even. I nearly forgot to put in ladders, but I guess they can't drown in this game without the ladders, so they can get out without them, so that's good. I put those big lights in, which I think also came with Get to Work, and then I remembered that this whole, like, half of the pool, pardon me, and half of the like bar area is covered by like the house. So I put some ceiling lights in. Now I'm trying to sort out this underground situation, because like the light from outside makes it look really strange during the day. So I think I basically just got over it. And I put in those lights which did come from Get to Work. They're called like the Light of Health or something. But they're the ones that are in the hospitals. But I put them all around because they're super bright. So I put them all around each side. And I put in that metal flooring, which is on the ground floor as well. Okay, now I'm putting in these light up bars. And so I was super excited because they come in all different colours. So I put them in the different colours all around the place. I think I put 6 in altogether. Maybe. In a minute, I'm going to realise that I haven't put any bathrooms in. And, like, the idea is that people are not supposed to be going upstairs. So there needs to be toilets downstairs where most of the partying is happening. Putting in the bar stools. Like I said, like the bars, unless your sim tends them themselves, the bars they don't really get used that much when there's an actual party on. But they look cool. Then I put in this these counters along the front of the pool, so that people can sit there and like watch people swim if they want to. Still haven't realised that I haven't put bathrooms in. Yeah, so I put in a couple of those coloured lights, which do nothing in terms of actual light, but they look cool and they're different colours, and went with the nightclub thing. So I forgot I did that. I put TVs on one side and stereos on the other side. Okay, I'm about to realise I haven't put a bathroom in. Surely. Yeah. So now I'm putting the bathrooms in. I put one on each side. And yeah, I basically just made it like cubicles, I think. Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just put like one toilet in. Oh no, I did. So I put like there's 6 toilets downstairs. So people really shouldn't be using the ones upstairs. Should be obvious that they're the guys' actual toilets. I'm putting those in. Yep. And then I put lights in each cubicle because they were super dark and seedy looking. Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh no, there we go. Okay, that's good. Put those super bright lights in there. Now I'm fixing everything up because it meant that everything got pushed like 3 or 4 tiles to the left. And then I wanted to put some couches in the middle so people could, like, I don't know, sit and chat. Yep, and I made them all different colours as well to match the bars. Well, not to match the bars, but they were different colours. Like, the bars are different colours. And then there were these cool cube things, which are the same as the same kind of thing as the bar, as those light up bars. And so I put them in. Oh, we're changing the whole thing. And then I was trying to think about like what actually happens at a party because, like I said, I hardly ever throw them in this game. And then I remembered that you can hire like an entertainer person to play the piano for some reason. So I put in a piano and a guitar and a microphone, I think. So now I'm doing a little bit of landscaping. I didn't do too much because A, there was hardly any space left on this lot. And B, I figured I wanted to go with a really deserty kind of look that the houses in this neighborhood have. So I just put in a couple of palm trees and some cacti, and yep, little bit of landscaping around them. And I used that like bobble tree situation over there, which I don't think I've ever used before. Like I don't think I've ever built a house where it really fit, but it fit with this one, so I put it there. Yeah, I'm happy with the landscaping on this house. Often I'm not happy with my landscaping because I usually do it last, and so by the time I get to it, I'm often a bit, we're at the photos. I'm often a bit sick of the house, so I do like a bit of a quick job on the landscaping. So this is the ground floor. Now we've gone upstairs into the kitchen. Some photos of the kitchen. Lots of photos of the kitchen. I wanted to show the nice views out the windows. And this is the bar in that kitchen area. Okay, now we're in his lounge room. And he's got one of those big TVs, which I think is a career reward. Now we're in the study. Couple of angles of the study. This is the master bathroom. Still the master bathroom. Now this is the bedroom. That's the bedroom. Still the bedroom. And that's where the bed is, in the bedroom. And he's got super nice views out his windows. And this is the ensuite bathroom. And I remembered to put pictures on the walls. I actually think I remembered everything in this house. Like, I even remembered to put a sink in the kitchen. Okay, now we're going outside, yes, to the pool area. So we've got the bar, then we've got some seating, some more seating. And then we've got, that's a view from the pool into the basement. Now we've got the basement area. I should have taken these photos when it was like nighttime. That would have been better. That's the bathroom that you just saw. And now we've got some more shots of the outside of the house. And that is about it. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. And I'll see you next time.